visiting with the parents of an Iranian terrorist held hostage by an American diplomat in St. Louis.
Come on, Eddie, it's past your bedtime.
Oh, come on, Pop, can I stay up? I'm watching a special episode of American Crime Scene. They're doing a story on Jack the Ripper.
Oh, when I was younger, I thought he was just a guy with a gas problem. Anyway, Jack the Ripper was over 100 years ago. This must be a rerun.
No, Pop, this is American Crime Scene today. You see, there's a copycat killer on the loose, and he uses the exact same methods as Jack the Ripper. He leaves a carved-up radish next to each of his victims' bodies.
Must be a vegetarian.
No, I mean it. He leaves puncture marks on the victim's neck and the smell of liverwurst, just like the original Jack the Ripper.
Well, if it's one thing I can't stand, it's a serial killer with no originality.
Yeah, laugh if you want to, but this guy's already struck 3 times right here in Mockingbird Heights.
Oh, Grandpa, where you been all evening?
Out.
Oh, well, you should have had dinner. Lily cooked a gourmet supper. King snake stuffed with escargot.
I'll have the leftovers for breakfast. It's better cold anyhow.
Grandpa, why'd you come sit with us? We're watching a story on the second coming of Jack the Ripper.
I wasn't that thrilled with him the first time. He made it very tough for us night people.
All right, Eddie, come on. It's your bedtime.
All right, but I just want to finish watching the show.
Don't worry. I'll wake you if there are any gory parts.
Okay. Good night, Pop.
Good night.
Since the new homicides are so remarkably like those of Jack the Ripper, we thought it might be interesting to put together a composite of what he would look like if he were still around today.
I can tell you exactly what he'd look like. He'd look dead. Cold, departed, deceased. Why, he'd look just like Grandpa.
There's a full moon up there shining bright. Somebody's gonna die tonight. Here you go, Stanley. I know how much you love fresh liverwurst.
Grandpa, I brought you your mail. See, you may already be a winner.
Oh, it's a notice from my dentist. Time to have my fangs honed. They lose their razor-sharp edge after the third neck.
The third neck?
Raymond, why are you still here?
Well, I thought you might want some company.
I don't.
Grandpa, what's this?
My new hobby, carving radishes into living things. And in some cases, vice versa.
I haven't seen you much at the dinner table this week.
That's because I haven't been there.
And every night you leave with this little black bag. What's in it?
Herman, what I choose to keep in this bag is my business.
But
what?
But nothing.
Oh, that fool.
Ed McMahon?
Worse, the head of the Patent Bureau. He won't let me copyright my latest invention. Dana Walker has already registered a similar machine. Ooh, that thief.
Isn't Dana Walker a friend of yours?
He was a friend of mine. Friendship only stretches so far.
Grandpa, what are you gonna do?
First, I'll sink my fangs into his neck. Then I'll carve that ugly face of his into a radish. Then I'm gonna get violent.
This is unbelievable. Jack the Ripper did all that. Oh, Grandpa, how could you do it? Oh, so that's how you do it. Grandpa!
Yeah, hello. So what's the book you're reading?
What book?
The one you're hiding under the dessert tray.
Oh, that book. Well, I was helping Eddie do research for a school paper on the history of, lint.
Lint?
Lint.
Lint?
Lint.
And to think I was just about to waste my day helping mankind.
Grandpa, sit down. I've read where they traced lint to London back in the 1880s. You were there back then, weren't you?
Where?
London.
What part of London?
Any part. Name it.
No.
No?
No, I wasn't there.
Oh, come on, Grandpa. You can do better than that.
So I spent a little time in London. I don't remember much.
Funny. Most people would remember a trip like that.
Well, the Red Cross was having open house and I was on a binge. Now ask me about Paris.
I'm not interested in Paris.
Of course not. And you wonder why they hate Americans.
Grandpa, you were in London the same time as Jack the Ripper. Did you ever meet him by any chance?
Who had time to socialize? That was all a very long time ago. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got a lot of work to do.
Grandpa, you never told me what's in the bag.
Herman, sometimes it's better to let sleeping bats lie. If you catch my drift.
Drift?
Drift.
Marilyn, am I glad you're here? I need to talk to you.
Maybe later, Uncle Herman. I'm trying to figure out how long I'll have to babysit before I can afford tickets to the Bon Jovi concert.
No, this can't wait. Marilyn, I want you to stay away from Grandpa.
You know, I need 3 times as much. I know, maybe if I babysit for the 2 Schmengi triplets.
Marilyn, I can't tell you why I want you to stay away from Grandpa, but it's for your own protection. Now, it's not that I don't think that you can't keep a secret, because I know that you can, but there is nothing that you can say that'll make me tell you.
Uncle Herman.
Okay, you forced it out of me. Marilyn, I don't want you to tell this to anybody else, but I think that Grandpa is Jack the Ripper.
Jack the Ripper? Well, who does he sing with?
No, he's not a singer, Marilyn. He's a cold-blooded killer.
Grandpa? A killer? Oh, and that's ridiculous.
Marilyn, I have proof.
Oh, sure. Okay, Grandpa is some guy named Jack the Ripper. But unless he can give me tickets to see Bon Jovi, I really need to figure this out. Good night, Uncle.
Well, maybe Marilyn's right. The late nights out, the liverwurst, the carved radishes, the mysterious black bag. It's probably all a coincidence. Yeah, after all, Grandpa's just a harmless, inoffensive killer! Lily,
Herman,
you scared the death out of me.
what's the matter, dear? You've been so jumpy lately. Is it time to get your hoses and pumps checked?
No, I'm worried about Grandpa. He's acting stranger than normal. And he's never at home at night anymore, and I wonder where he goes.
Oh, I don't know. I'm worried every time he leaves the house, too. Especially since there's been another Jack the Ripper crime just 3 blocks away.
Another one?
Last night, some poor man named Walker.
Not Dana Walker.
Yes, that's the name.
Dana Walker. Oh, that settles it.
Settles what, Herman? What are you talking about?
Lily, I have to ask you a hypothetical question. Suppose someone told you that this new Jack the Ripper was someone that you'd known all your life. Hypothetically, what would you do?
Why do you ask?
No reason whatsoever at all.
Well, hypothetically, I would tell this hypothetical person that it is his hypothetical responsibility to call the hypothetical police. I'm tired, dear. I'll see you in bed.
Yes, I have information on the Jack the Ripper crimes. No, I'm not interested in any reward. How much is it? No, listen, I just want my family safe again. My name is Herman Munster. M, as in murder. Eddie! What did I tell you about going down into Grandpa's lab?
You said not to go down there because Grandpa was Jack the Ripper. You know, Why can't we be like other families? You know, have a grandfather that just lets the tub overflow and forgets where he lives.
And what else did I tell you?
You said it was a secret. Pop, no sweat. This isn't something I want to go brag about.
And what are the codes?
Codes? Oh. How once if I see Grandpa going out, twice if I see Grandpa flying out. And 3 times if I see the ice cream truck coming down the street.
Eddie, this is serious. Now, you go upstairs to your bedroom where it's safe and you lock the door.
Oh, Pop.
Lieutenant Reynolds, Mockingbird Heights Police Department. I'm looking for a Herman Munster.
I'm a Herman Munster. Would you like to come in?
Thank you. Very interesting place you have. How long's your maid been dead?
We like it this way. We're from down under.
Australia?
No, just down under.
I see. Munster, our records indicate that you phoned in several Jack the Ripper sightings.
Well, I did call once or twice.
Well, I show here that there were 27 frantic emergency calls made in 24 hours. Most of them after midnight.
That's when the rates go down.
Have you ever heard the term crackpot, Munster? This week, I had a woman who saw the face of St. Peter appear on a can of tuna fish. And 3 people who claimed that they saw Elvis. Have you ever seen Elvis, Mr. Munster?
In Las Vegas, but he already put all that weight on.
Well, I'll get to the point. Ordinarily, you would be considered a crackpot for saying that the new Ripper is the same man who terrorized London 100 years ago.
Lieutenant, I am not a liar.
Of course not. You're a crackpot. The difference is that you are obsessed with the details of this case. And you know what that makes you?
A meticulous crackpot?
No, a suspect. Munster, where were you the night that Dana Walker was murdered?
You don't think that I did it?
Oh, Munster, I like you, kid. You're different. You're green. So I want you to do me a favor. Confess now so that I can get home in time to watch Arsenio.
Lieutenant, the only thing I can confess to is the truth. The man you want is Count Vladimir von Dracula.
Munster, come on. Confess now and you probably can get off by pleading insanity.
I'm sorry, I can't do that.
And I'm going to have to arrest you.
Arrest me? But I can show you evidence that proves that Vladimir von Dracula is guilty.
Hey, you're right. It's a radish.
And a remarkable resemblance to Tammy Faye Baker. You know, Grandpa may be a killer, but he's a very talented one.
Exhibit A.
Exhibit B, the liverwurst in question.
I'm beginning to smell a rat.
Oh, that's Stanley. Yeah, his breath hasn't been the same ever since Grandpa stopped flossing his teeth.
What's in this?
Oh, I wish we knew, but you see, Grandpa keeps it locked.
Don't touch that bag. Herman, what's this man doing in my lab?
Well,
My name is Reynolds, sir. I'm with the city council. And, well, we're interested in turning your house into a city landmark.
What?
Well, think about it. I mean, these historic walls, if only they could talk.
What do you mean, if? Herman, what's going on here?
well, I was just showing the Mr. Reynolds around the house.
Well, show him the door. I told you my lab is off limits.
Why don't you arrest him now?
All I've got is circumstantial evidence. We've got to wait for him to make the wrong move. In the meantime, find out what's in that bag. Be careful.
What are we having tonight?
Mom boiled a turkey.
Turkey? I'd kill for some nice raw red meat. Plastic cutlery? What happened to the regular hatchets and mallets?
Ever since we gave our appliances the afternoon off, the silverware has been very jealous.
There's the bird. There.
Oh, boy. I'll carve, Herman.
No, Let me. Please.
Last week you filleted the buffalo. It's my turn.
Well, on second thought, this turkey looks soft as butter. It doesn't need any carving.
There's going to be just one person to carve this turkey.
Lily, please hand me the knife. You act like I'm a murderer or something. Is there anything more exhilarating than the sound of cold steel slicing through dead flesh? What's the matter?
All of a sudden, I'm not very hungry.
Me neither. Excuse us.
We should have had soup. You don't have to cut soup.
Well, I still find this whole thing hard to believe.
Well, I'm not surprised. Grandpa's a wonderful person in between murders. Now, look, we have to find that black bag. It's going to tell us everything we need to know. Move out!
Hey, what's wrong with Leonard?
Grandpa must have sworn him to secrecy.
Hey, guys, look what I found.
Good work, Eddie. This is it. This is the end of the story.
What story is that, Herman? What's going on here?
Nothing.
Playtime is over, Herman. I told you to stay out of my lab, but you just wouldn't listen. Give me that bag.
I'd rather be disassembled first.
Everything was perfect until you butted in, Herman. I had it all figured out. If it wasn't for you, nobody would have suspected a thing.
Run for your lives! Now, Grandpa, can't we talk about this like two mature adults?
We're one adult short.
It's over, Grandpa. It's the end of Jack the Ripper.
What are you talking about?
This is a weapon. You kill people with it.
This is a needle. I knit things with it.
Grandpa, what's going on down here?
This?
Knitting for nitwits?
I was under a lot of stress, so to relax, I enrolled in a night class.
Well, why didn't you tell us?
I was afraid of what you might think. What with the hand-knitted scarves and my Village People albums. I thought you might get the wrong idea.
Herman, don't you have something to say to Grandpa?
Grandpa, I'm sorry that I thought that you were a psychopathic, bloodthirsty serial killer. And I hope that this doesn't hurt our relationship.
What relationship?
Well, I'm certainly glad that there are not going to be any more secrets in this family. Now, I want the two of you to shake hands.
Lily's right, Grandpa. Friends?
Friends. You got a good heart, Herman.
I know. The doctor paid retail for it.
Well, everything's back to normal. All right, off to bed, everyone.
Good night, Grandpa.
Good night, Jack.
Yeah, good night. You know what Herman's problem is, Leonard? He's too impressionable. If knitting made me Jack the Ripper, what about my next class? Macrame.
Lieutenant Reynolds of the Mockingbird Heights Police Department announced today that the Jack the Ripper imitator has been apprehended.
I can't believe you still watch American Crime Scene. If they want to solve a real mystery, they should figure out how that show got on in the first place.
For the first time anywhere, American Crime Scene brings you an exclusive photo of the new Jack the Ripper.
Grandpa, look.
Frankly, I don't see the resemblance.